Hi all, good morning. Today I want to explain about application event publishers and event listeners. What are application, event publishers and event listeners, and why do we use them, and also when do we use them? Okay, let me clarify with a real-time example. Same scenario in real time, like suppose you have a house, you have a house, you want to set up you want to set up your house like when you entered into your room, you need automatic lighting system which ons our lights automatically. Okay, here the event is you entered into the room, and what is you need in the background? In the background, the automatic lighting system should switch your lights on. Okay, here the event, you understand the event, and the event listener is automatic lighting system. Okay, let comes to this Spring Boot application. Here I set up a same application. Okay, same scenario. I need, I want to send an email to the user who registered into my portal in the background. Okay, without stopping my main execution flow, I want to send an email in the background to the user that your registration successful. Okay, I have username email. This is an event class that when I set the values to the username or email or when I store the details in the database, I want to send email to the user in the background. Okay, here user uh, requesting the post mapping. Okay, I'm getting the user details. Then I have one service method which calls the event publisher. Okay, in the event publisher, I've wrote a method like uh, I created object for the student as a new student. When I set values to the new student, you can pass values through constructor or you can directly store them in the database. Okay. Suppose assume here I'm storing the details in the database and after storing the details, I'm publishing this event. Okay, I said one example, right? You when you entered into the room, same when you publish an event here event is new student. Okay, when new student entered into my database or when I set values to the new student, I'm publishing this event. Okay, in the background automatic lighting system to sense you write like you entered into room. In the same way here event listeners are there which listens your event. Okay, here we annotated method with event listener which I want to execute when publish event occurs. And also I wrote one email notification listener. Okay, I want to execute this flow when publish event occurs in the background automatically. See, I'm not calling these methods anywhere. These event listeners automatically listens this publish event and automatically executes by the Spring. Okay, when you want to execute some execution flow, you should annotate those with event listeners and you write the event. Okay, here our event is adding a new student into the database. So when this event occurs, I'm sending email. Okay, and also I'm logging the information with username and email. Okay, some after these executes, I'm returning a new student with new student object. I override the toString method here to get the values registered successfully. Okay, to the user. Here I'm not sending an email. I just printing that I'm sending an email. Okay, let uh, let's check this application by running. I hope you understand how application event listeners and how publish events will happen in the background. We will see in the practical way. Tomcat started on port 8080. Okay, I started my application. Let's test with the Postman. Here I'm sending a post request. My URL was this. Okay, let me change the name. Sampati. Okay, let keep a mail itself. sam@gmail.com. I want like this output. I send the post request. See, new student with the student username Sampati, email sam@gmail.com, registered successfully. Okay, I have to get email and logs, right? Just I print the logs in the console. See, event listeners, logging new student registered with username Sampati gmail.com. What we have, see, logging new student registered with username new student dot get username and email, and also sending email. See, sending email to the user to the email sam@gmail.com. This is how these event listeners executes automatically in the background when we publish an event. Okay, simply you can use these application event publishers and event listeners when you need when you have any requirement like this to run the tasks in the background without stopping your main execution flow. That's all for today. Thank you. See you later.